Hello YouTube and welcome to Go Girl Gaming as I cover the August 2015 Kelethen City Fest. Have not been doing the City Fest as of late because they haven't had a lot of new or interesting items as far as I'm concerned. But the Kelethen City Fest added 13 new items, so I want to cover them because they are a boon for those who love decorating in the EQ2 Elven style. So here we go. For these, of course, are just the local specialties only. The blue shell fungus is not new. It was available during the last City Fest, and I will show you later the difference between this one and the new one they did add, which is at the bottom, the red shell fungus, because I'll take you to a house that I'm decorating in this style. The engraved Kelethen door is not new. It is a return from the last Kelethen City Fest. Nice door nonetheless. It does not, however, exactly fit the Kelethen housing doors, which have an additional 2 sides to them. The gourd of blueberries is a return. The gourd of cranberries, however, is new, as well as the gourd of mixed berries. The gourd of raspberries is a repeat from the last City Fest. Kelethen banquet table is a repeat from last, but the Kelethen bedside table, very lovely, is new, as the Kelethen curve table is also very nice, especially the details on the legs, but that is a repeat from last time. So is the Kelethen desk. That is very nice. It's basically the banquet table with some writing materials on it, but nonetheless it makes a nice desk. The Kelethen display counter is basically a standard display case that they all do. They just change the color. So that has always been around, or as far as I know, it's always been around. The Kelethen end table is new, and it partners very well with an item that I will show you when we get to it. So do keep that in mind. The details in particular, the border here at the seat part or at the table part, and then the decoration at the feet. This pairs very nicely with another item we'll see momentarily. Kelethen City fireworks is not new, and they do launch. The Kelethen fuchsia chair is not new. Very nice chair though. That was available last time. The Kelethen inlaid round table is absolutely gorgeous, and it is a new table. Absolutely gorgeous. Kelethen leaf chair is a holdover from last time. Very nice. Kelethen mossy table is new. I have several of these because when they originally put this out, they forgot to do it for city tokens. So, and I should have bought more than I bought. I only bought 4 for coin. But new and very nice. Kelethen pedestal table is standard, and it was here last time, as is the Kelethen plain floor lamp, which is very nice nonetheless, particularly with the decoration up top, but it is not new. Nor is the Kelethen round counter. Again, very nice, especially for a kitchen and with potential storage there. Kelethen round table again is new, similar to the other one, but with less of the decoration, but still. So if you like a little decoration but not a lot, that is a nice one to get. Kelethen royal banner, there are 3 banners and they are all new. This one I am particularly fond of. Very colorful, as you'll see when I show you in the house. It looks very nice in the house as a wall covering. Also, the Kelethen royal throne is new. Very nice addition. Will look very nice with the banquet table. Kelethen sign, which is one of those magical signs that announce. I did not buy one of these, but very nice nonetheless. Kelethen single bed. This is new. Oh, and the sign is new, by the way. But the Kelethen single bed. This is what I was talking about. The other item that end table goes with. As you can see, the decor around the head and foot of the bed, as well as on the spokes and on the feet of the bed. So this and the end table go perfect together. Kelethen yellow chair, which goes very well as far as the color scheme goes with the single bed, the cover of the single bed. So again, very, very nice. Just gonna buy one of those real quick. Then we just have the standard building blocks. These, if you have a carpenter or if you know a carpenter, you can make. So if you have a carpenter, know a carpenter, no way would I buy any of these because they are the redwood. But these are building blocks. If you don't have or know a carpenter, then well, there you go. You can buy these for a couple tokens. And none of these are new. None of the building blocks are new. They're standard with every Cityfest and whatever color that Cityfest promotes. Polished wood mirror, also not new, standard. Polished wooden tile, not new. Here we go, more new stuff. The protectors of Fey Dark banner. Very nice banner, looks nice on the wall. This one is the same thing, only it goes on the floor. And actually, if you've been through Kelethen, you can actually see a couple of these around, a few of these around. And then last but not least is the red shell fungus. Again, I'll show you the difference between this one and the blue one once we get into the house. And then, which again is new, the wooden pole is not new. Nice pole, but not new. So those are all of the new and, well, all of the items for the Kelethen City Fest with the 13 new ones pointed out, and then I'll show you what they look like in a house in just a second. Okay, here I am, and this is a large acorn that I have started decorating, and I'm going to point out the items that are available from the Cityfest, and then I'll also just clue you in on which items are you know, made basically by my carpenter. So this mirror comes from the Kelethen City Fest. This again is the size that it comes in. Have not altered that, as well as this inlaid table, so you get a better idea. Again, have not adjusted the size. These are building blocks. This round thing here that I'm using as a seat for a toilet, as well as this block which is acting as like where the water is and all of that kind of stuff for the toilet. Those are both building blocks that you can get from the Kelethen City Fest, but again, I have a level 100 carpenter, so I had the carpenter make those. And again, it's redwood if you have a carpenter. This is not from the City Fest. This is a Tupta vase that I'm using as a toity bowl, and that is a Tupta tadpole pond or some such that I'm using as a natural tub. And this is just a quilted, again made by my carpenter, a quilted rug. This that it is up against, this is not part of the house. This is the, I believe, here, we'll just look at it. Large redwood room divider. Again, my carpenter made that. And what's nice about these is that they actually match the walls, because this is a Kelethen wall that comes in with the acorn. This is what I added as a room divider. So these two there. So very nice that you can do that. Also, there's additional Kelethen furniture that you can make. So for example, this bookcase is in the Kelethen style. It's an elven bookcase that I had my carpenter make. But this over here is the bed. Again, all in the size in which they are originally put down in, but you can make them bigger or smaller. So again, notice how well this matches the bed, and actually here, the bed and the end table just matches beautifully. This light is a Tupton light that my carpenter made, and hang on, because it's for some reason exceptionally bright, and I'm not quite sure why. So we are just going to pocket that for a minute so that you can see without the glare the bed, and the end tables. And then again, this is the desk and the leaf chair available from the festival, as well as this light or candle lamp, which all three of these are available from the festival. So most of this that I've done so far, obviously it needs some more decor, like a rug, really. That's all it really needs. And I will, let me do it now, otherwise I will freaking forget to put the light back up. So I'm just gonna put that back up there and move it real quick. There we go. And that is a Tupton light that you have to have rep with the Tuptons to get the recipe. So here is the hanging banner. One of the hanging banners, one of the two new hanging banners. I just have it sitting here for right now. Very nice hanging banner. This is the curved table. That is not new, but very, very lovely. I have these in some other houses. These are just some more building blocks that I haven't decided what to do yet. Again, you can buy them at the Cityfest, but I have a carpenter, so I have my carpenter make those. This is just the entryway. This has nothing to do with the Cityfest. That's just more decor. The fish I got from Quest. This door is available from the store. That's the one that actually fits the doorway. As you can see, there's additional corners as opposed to the Kelethen one that's sold. Here's the difference I wanted to show you between the two shelves. This, I forgot what it's called, Elven Dresser, is a made item by my carpenter. But this is the blue fungus shelf, the red fungus shelf, obviously because of the blue bottom and the red bottom, which you could not see just from when I showed you in the window. But the other difference is that the red shelf fungus sticks out a little bit more, and the blue shelf, depending on of course your angle, curves up a little bit more. So, but the main difference is the bottom, red or blue on the bottom. That's the main difference. Again, another example of pairing the leaf chair and the desk along with the light. And here's the bed again, the mirror, but this is the different table. This is the very fancy Kelethen inlaid round table. So you get another look at that. And that's a moonstone tub that my carpenter made. And this is the banner from the Kelethen City Fest. As you can see, very nice. Looks very nice in the home. See what I mean about the true, there's extra corners here. All these plants came from, all except the cabbages, but all the plants, including that bowl, but not the tree, come from Moonlight Enchantments. So cool stuff you can get if you want to do gardens. And I'm going to make this a garden out here. These are the moss covered tables. So the Kelethen mossy table, that's what they look like, and this is the size that they start out in. I'm going to make this one a little bigger just so you can see more of the detail of it, because what's cool is that, I hope you can see this effect. But you can see it looks kind of watery right here and right there. Very cool effect. And the other one does the same thing. It's just a cool effect, that's all. And they were, when I bought these, I bought them for a coin. This also comes from the Cityfest. This is just an empty shallow basket that I like to buy and put stuff in. It only is one city token, and it is not a Kelethen specialty. It is available at any Cityfest. Few more things. This is the banner, And again, you can actually, this is new and from the Cityfest, and you can actually see it in various places around Kelethen. This is the banquet table along with the thrones. So the thrones are new. The banquet table is not. So I just have 2 banquet tables and the thrones. And as you can see, just with the coloring, goes really well together. These are the other tables that are always available, the pedestal tables that are always available during a Cityfest, but just in the Kelethen color. This is, and not new. This is not new, but here it is, the Kelethen round counter. It is a local specialty again. There you go, where you could actually have some storage there if you so desired, but lots of detail, very nice. A couple more of the fungus shelves. And all of these items, except for these 2 bushes and the basket of pomegranates, come from the Cityfest. So all these are Cityfest items. They're not Kelethen specialties. So next month when the Neariac Cityfest comes up, you'll still be able to get these 4 items. So the like basket of oranges, basket of beans, basket of grain, basket of, I think is it, let's turn the thing back on, peppers, couldn't remember. So those will always be available, and these are the size in which they come. Obviously, like particularly, I always make the orange things smaller. And that's as small as it gets. About the only ones who would want the oranges that size are like the barbarians and trolls and maybe Sarnax. But these gourds are Kelethen specific, both the old ones and the new ones. So that's the mixed berry one, and then one or the other of these is the cranberry and the raspberry, and then the blueberry over here. So, and those are the sizes, and you can make them larger or smaller. This is a building block. I actually made this one, but this is a redwood stair or a Kelethen stair that you can buy from the festival or have your carpenter make. This is that other table. And again, real quick, I am going to enlarge it for a little bit just so you can see the detail again. With this kind of, it's not as obvious on this one as it is on the mossy one, but it kind of has a liquidy type of effect, but lots of detail there as well. These obviously are not from the Cityfest, but they are Kelethen in style. They are elvish handled cabinets in an elven style. So that's why I have those there. And actually that there in the back, those 3 items in the back are actually from Tinkerfest. And so is her outfit, which I will show real quick. Because Tinkerfest was also going on, and it might still be, but probably by the time I get this video up, Kelethen and the Kelethen Cityfest and Decor will more than likely be over with. But this is one of the outfits that you can get from Tinkerfest. The weapon is Tinkerfest, the goggles are Tinkerfest, all this, and the cape is Tinkerfest. All of it is from doing quests, Tinkerfest quests. So she's so cute. So anyway, there you have it. So that's all the wonderful stuff for those of us who love decorating. EQ2 is one of the best games for decorating. The only game that I've played that is better for decorating is The Sims. So there you go. So please like, subscribe, tell a friend. And thank you ever so much for watching.